We were the first non-banking institution to have direct SWIFT member, Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunications, SWIFT. Till then it was only for the banks. We were the first one. We were also the first one to get the principal membership of MasterCard, where we started issuing cards. We issued a card called Multiple Currency Travel Card, where you can load the currencies of your choice, and it is with MasterCard platform. Worldwide you could use it. There was no bank in between. So we were the most competitive when it came to the pricing, because as a customer, when you are loading the card itself, you will know how much is the currency, foreign currency you are getting. Suppose you are traveling to 5 different countries, you choose 5 currencies, US dollar, UK, wherever, and you know exactly how much conversion rate, not fee, there is no fee, rate. So upfront you know, it's like a remittance. Once you complete your trip, you come back, you want to unload everything, you can unload everything and load another 5 different currencies if you are traveling. This was again, because it took very long time to get the clearance from MasterCard, because it was almost the first of its kind, multiple currencies in one card. Because internally you had multiple bins, but for the customer it's only one number, but internally the process is 5 different bins. You can choose any 5 currencies. Then in UAE, most of these workers in the construction sites, they were paid in cash only. So we developed a system where that every month's salary could be loaded onto a card, and the worker can go to any ATM and draw cash, or he can come to UAE exchange and do transfers. So by doing this, carrying cash, carrying cash is a very expensive affair. First of all, you collect cash day in, day out, then you count it, you stack it, then you go for insurance, then next morning you again count it, take it to the bank, deposit it, the bank teller also counts it, then he puts it to the chest, then it goes to the currency chest, again they count it. So by moving to digital, you cut down this entire process cost. The cost of handling cash is almost 1.5 to 2%. So if you are handling a 100 rupee note, 2 rupees goes in cost, insurance, transit, labor and inventory. So this way we started operating in multiple countries. Finally when I left, it was 31 countries, 840 direct branches, 8,500 employees. The Express Money was operating in 175 countries with more than 2 lakh outlets. Now, because of the technology adoption and because our entire the back office, processing center, data management, everything was in India. We had Chennai and Cochin offices, about 700 people were working here for the global operations. So the entire customer centric things, everything was handled out of India. So we had the cost benefit, but we passed on this cost benefit to the customers. So what happened? No matter what amount of money you are remitting, we were charging only a fixed fee, which is maximum was $4. You can send $1 million also, you will charge only $4. So around 2010, 2011, if I remember right, the UN and World Bank, they embarked upon a program called 5x5. They found out certain corridors, they were charging transaction fee to remit money as high as 18 to 20%. So if somebody is sending money from North America to Africa, he would end up paying $18 to send $100. Or somebody sending from Europe to South America or Europe to Africa, because the money moves from developed economies to developing economies. The workforce goes from developing to developed. So these are all the corridors. North America to South America, Europe to South America, Europe to Africa, Middle East to Asia, Middle East to Africa. So we always used to concentrate on these corridors. So when they embarked upon 5x5 initiative, they found out UAE outbound is the lowest. We were charging less than 2%, because when I say regardless of the amount of remittance, if you are charging only $4, naturally percentage will be very low. So they came and did a study, and I had interactions with them, and they wanted to share this experience there. So I went to UN twice. I spoke there twice, and once in the World Bank headquarters, where I shared my experience. How did we manage this? How we are afford to offer the service at such a low price compared to what is being offered generally in the market. So I said, if you are able to, in any country where you promote competition, there will be quality of service. And then adoption of technology. You adopt technology, you promote competition, rates will automatically drop. So then they started concentrating on this, and finally still I don't think globally it is available that cheap. And our advantage was the large number of transactions. We were handling millions of transactions because we had the system to handle, and the quality of service was the major focus. Whenever we recruited people, we never went for a formal advertisement or advertising to recruit people. Whenever we were going around, we used to travel right from the airport, the airline, the hotels where we stayed. We have recruited people from all these places, even from fast food chains. My daughters, when they were small, they always wanted to go to Pizza Hut in Abu Dhabi and Dubai. Whenever we went there, we found some of the people very energetic, very friendly, and customer oriented. So we just inquire, are you happy here? He'll say, sir, 12 hours we have to work, salary is very low. Said, send your CV. All these years we recruited people like that, either mostly on references, our own employees, known people, or wherever we find such customer oriented. And of course we went to IIMs and other places to recruit as well, because I was going for the recruitment drives in all these institutions, premier institutions. But we used to engage these guys only at a very high level, strategies, looking at the business, what are all the things that we need to change, process change or whatever. They were at that level, because when it comes to the customer service, they always thought that they are overqualified to do service at the operations. But at our institution, we made it a point, no matter what position you are recruited, you have to go through this process. You have to understand the pulse of the business. You stand at the operations, you be at the branch, you will know the pulse of the customer. What does he want? Why he is not happy? Or if he is happy, why he is happy? And what are all the various things? If you are recruited to take care of the strategy, you need to know what strategy you need to adopt to take care of all these problems. That's a practical side of it. But many of them they did not like, and I was very clear to them, saying that if you are not happy here, please carry on, because you are going to do a big favor to yourselves and to the institution. So we made it very clear to every member of the team that whether it is a security guard or a office boy, messenger, or a senior manager in the branch, all have to be focused on customer service. We made it now the security guards were not our direct employees, they were our contract employees. But the customer does not know that he is a contract employee. So we put all the security guards in a session and briefed them, saying that you are going to do your duty, but you need not be rude to anybody. You have to have a smiling face, because our punchline said smiles across miles. So we never said we do money transfer. We said we send smiles across miles. That was our punchline. So we made sure that everybody, right from the doorman to the top man, everybody was focused on customer service, because later, down the line, whatever we were doing, all the other operators started copying it. Otherwise they cannot survive in business. So then what makes us different from others is the soft skills, whether you have been treated properly. We made sure that in every branch you had at least one person who could talk to the customers in their mother tongue. So when a customer comes, if that particular person is not there, they will say, oh, that team member is not around. That's the intimacy. So he will not do a transaction if that guy is not there that day. He'll come another day, and they will know who takes off on what days. That's the kind of intimacy. See, because these are all built over a period of time. We did in the initial stages, we went on to even write the envelope address. We would have written letters to their wives also. He will dictate, somebody will write, because they don't know to write. So when plague broke out, when there was no service at all, everybody came to us, because we took the packets free of cost. We never charged extra for that. Otherwise, nobody need to come to us, because there is no question of taking any draft, because there was no service available. Postal service was not there. So even if you take a draft, you have to keep it with them only. They can't send it across. So this way we have built goodwill over a period of time. And then like all calamities, anywhere that was happening, we were sending either medicines, money, support, clothes. We were the first one to respond. Not only that, even in the local communities, all the social organizations of all different nationalities. We had 43 nationalities working with us, different nationalities. And the social centers of all these countries, whenever they had their celebrations, whether it is their national day or some festivals, we were all there. So this way we were part of the society, and the community recognized that effort of ours. That's where we earned a goodwill. So the brand you exchange was so powerful, so powerful. Maybe in the top ranking brands, we were in the top 5 across industries, not only in our industry. And basically this is because we had certain advantages compared to all our other players in the market, because we had our own IT setup, which finally grew, and it became almost 350 people only in the IT sector. And then we had the network of bank network worldwide, because they knew that we are very highly compliant and with the latest technology. We started developing the product. There was one host-to-host connectivity, where any bank which had a relationship with us, we became their extended arm. It's as if their own branch is operating in another country. Plug and play. So the bank partners, channel partners were very happy. Regulators were very happy. And customers were delighted. Employees, we took care of them to maximum possible extent. We went to an extent where even accommodation was provided to everybody, manager to messenger, because they need not have the problem of finding a place and then you compromise on allowance. He said nothing. So because we wanted every member of our team to be cheerful, free of all tensions, so that he will be cheerful to our customers. So this policy we never compromised, regardless which part of the world we went to start our operations, whether it was in Fiji or New Zealand or US or Europe or Africa or Middle East, everywhere the culture was same, culture of service. We also had a punchline called service is our currency. Currency is not our service. Service is our currency. So, because we wanted every member of the team to have this in their system. It's not that something is imposed on them. It became part of their culture. So, when I said we had 43 different nationalities working with us, it does not matter which part of the world he comes from. He knows that when it comes to customer service, no compromise. So that's why we made it very obvious that the country head and the second in command always went from UAE to another country. Rest of the crew we recruited locally. So this way the customer also, whenever he went anywhere, we used to get calls from Gold Coast, because we had 3 branches there. Somebody will see the signage and they will enter and say they will inquire, and when they find that it is our own branch there, they get so happy, because the quality of service is same, and they come back and give us the feedback saying that they were very happy dealing with our people there. So this is how the story went.